Hello everybody, it's Sarah here. Now it's getting closer to that time. Not quite yet, but maybe not too far away, when you might get the call to say, hey, it's time to come back to work. Now work might be a little bit different for a while. You might be doing different jobs to normal for some of the day. And you might even be in a different venue. Don't worry though, there'll be plenty of people to help you and to make sure you're in the right place at the right time. Today, I'd like you to think about getting your work things ready so that you won't be panicking when it's time to come back. You could pause this now and get yourself a piece of paper and a pen. And as I'm talking, you could make a list of things that you might need to do. So first of all, let's think about your uniform. Check to make sure your work uniform is washed, dried, ironed, and all together in your wardrobe, so you don't have to scrabble around hunting for it when you need it. Check to see if any buttons or hooks or zips are missing or broken, and ask for help if you need to replace them. Really importantly, please try on your uniform to see if it still fits. You might have lost some weight or put on a bit of weight over the last few weeks, and you don't want to have any uniform disasters on your first day. Check that now. The next thing to do is clean your shoes and make sure they're fit for work. Then have a look at your work bag. Make sure you've cleaned out your work bag if you have one. Hopefully you won't find sandwich crusts or an apple core from way back in February. When your bag is clean, start putting things in it that you usually need for work. If you're not the shopper in your household, ask whoever does the shopping to buy you a small bottle of anti-bac gel to keep in your bag. If you have to catch the bus to work, it's always worth anti-backing your hands after you've touched anything on the bus and before you can get to where you can wash your hands properly. Usually you can buy small bottles in Savers or Poundland, although you might have to look more than once at the moment. Perhaps keeping a packet of tissues in your bag would be a good idea for those sneezes and coughs that come out of the blue. People are being very careful at the moment to catch coughs and sneezes in a tissue. I always keep a small plastic bag in my bag too, so I can put used tissues or any other rubbish in. If you need to carry medication, you could put some in your bag, ready and clearly labelled if it's safe to do so now. Next on your list should be your lunch stuff. Make sure that if you take a lunch box to work, it's cleaned out and ready to use. It would also be a good idea to have a water bottle that you could refill. Having your own bottle means you're less likely to catch germs from cups or glasses when you're out and about. The next thing is money. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I grab my bag and run out of the house, forgetting to check if my purse is in there. So I always keep a money bag with about £5 for emergencies. And then perhaps you could think about your keys. It might be a good idea to keep a spare key in your bag with your emergency money, just in case. The other thing that's always useful to have in your bag is a deodorant. for if you feel as though you need to freshen up during the day. Now, did you know that being organised and prepared in advance like this is good for your mental health? It means that in the back of your mind, you know that on the first morning of work, you don't have to scrabble around looking for uniform and lunch boxes and anything else, and you'll be calm and relaxed. Being organised also means that your brain will function more effectively. And an organised start to your day means that you're more likely to perform your job to a higher standard. Your uniform will be ready and your bag will be ready and organised too. You will be less likely to forget something you need. Once you've started back at work, try and make a habit of clearing out your bag on a Friday. Make sure you have tissues, anti-bac gel, spare money, all ready for the next week, and that your bag and lunch boxes are clean and tidy. Make sure your uniform can be washed and ironed, and perhaps clean your work shoes on a Friday too. That way, you can relax and enjoy your weekend, knowing that the only thing you need to do on Monday morning is make sure you're clean and tidy and to make your lunch. Have a good rest of the day, and tomorrow we're going to be talking about personal hygiene.